YouTube, BigH. BigH Trucking. This is what happens when you park outside of the line at a truck stop. You get your bumper ripped off, your truck's torn up. Coming from Newburgh, New York, I had to think about that for a second. BigH Trucking. Hey, hate to see it. It's one of the fellow colleagues out here that either came in late and there's no spots, decided to make his own spot, or didn't really want it back because he was tired. When you come to a small truck stop, good luck. Pick it a draw. See how well you're gonna do. Anyway, I'm going for my my daily walk. My third time around the campus. Everybody's having a good Saturday. It's been a couple of minutes since I've done a video. I figured I'd jump on there and show you, show you the accident there. I don't know if that's considered preventable or not. Legally, you're not supposed to be parked there. But, hey, listen, this place is a mess. On the app, it says 106 parking spots, and there's people parked all over the place here. And it's already 1:30 in the morning. In the afternoon, almost 2 o'clock. So, yeah, I've been on the East Coast lately. Those last few days or so. Sorry about the hand in the way. Let's switch arms here. Just got a load out of Indiana, coming up to Connecticut. My first run up into Connecticut. The reviews on it are horrible, but it is what it is. The money's too good to pass up. And again, I don't turn down loads. I don't care. It's all about a challenge for me. I'm willing to accept the challenge, no matter how small a place is, how tight. The other day in New Jersey, which I think is the toughest state to drive in, to navigate because of the bridges and, just the way the road systems are there. I had to do a blindside back off the street. Wish I caught that on camera, but I didn't. But it took me a little bit to get it in there, but we got it in there. I did ask for help. Somebody came and helped me just to cover my back, and watch the traffic for me. Because you never can be too careful out here. So don't be afraid to get out and get help. Yesterday I was at the shipper, and I noticed a guy who just didn't get the setup right. And everything is contingent on, your back is contingent on how good the setup you're going to do. You start out too high in the lane, guess what's going to happen? You're never going to get it in there. So you got to kind of get close. I say with a truck and trailer, minimum 6 feet from a truck, from the outside of a truck. It's my beauty right here. What is this? It's a butterfly. Really stuck in there. Anyway, that's my beautiful truck. Help with the rain. But 6 feet from the edge of the truck, right? And then you go to your drives. The middle of your drives are in the center of the next spot, or in the center of the spot you want to go into. I do mirror to the next mirror. So my door mirror to the person's in the next spot's door mirror. Then I cut it out. And then I try to get to a 12 o'clock. If you can visualize where 12 o'clock is on the clock, you never get there, but between 10 and 12. Now, depending on how wide it is, you got to start making your turn, because what you want to do is you want to end up where your trailer's got a bend in it towards the hole you want to go into. Then you turn your steering wheel to the right a turn or so. Then you start your back. Well, this guy was setting up all the way over there. So when he went to go, obviously as soon as he went to turn the steering wheel right, what happens? Exactly. You get pinned up. And he kept on doing it, And nobody got out of the truck. You know, I let the kid do it, try it a couple times. He didn't get it. He couldn't do it. Kept on making a mistake over and over again. And again, you think, hey, listen, we all start somewhere. But somebody would jump out of the truck and help him out. Nobody helped him out. So after like 15 minutes or so, I decided to jump out of the truck. This kid's never going to get it in there. And he's holding up traffic. He goes to me, he goes, can you put it in the hole for me? I go, absolutely not. You're going to work. I'm going to work with you and we're going to get it in the hole. So his problem was confidence. And like all rookies do, overturning the steering wheel. Long story short, we finally get it in there. I asked him, I go, how long have you been driving a truck for? 6 months. 6 months. And you have no idea how to get... I'm like... That didn't make me feel really warm and fuzzy inside being a truck driver. And after 6 months, he had no clue on how to put a truck, set up a truck correctly. 6 months, folks. This is over-the-road trucker. You're at least backing up several times a week. So he's the guy that's going to do this. He's going to park on the side. Do not park on the side unless it's a dire necessity. You've got no time left. There's plenty of spots here. Or you're going to end up like this. This is a tragedy. His front wheel is all messed up. Spots. Spots. Look at all the spots. Plenty of spots. You got to get... For those who are new, and this is really directed to the people who are new. Guys coming into prime, doesn't matter where you're going, to be honest with you, Swift, doesn't matter. When you're with your trainer, you've got to insist on backing up, practicing backing. Don't be scared of it. Because if you're scared of backing, don't come to the business. All right, we got too many people that are given the keys after they come out of school. A trucking school is only good for one thing, and that's to get you a CDL. There's no life experience. There's no experience whatsoever. No knowledge. So I told the kid I would recommend him YouTubing, backing a truck up. I said there's plenty of great videos on the tube on how to do a setup correctly. I said your problem is the setup. There's no reason why after 6 months that you didn't have any idea on how to set up correctly. I mean, again, how many times a week are you doing this? If you realize that your setup is wrong from the get-go, then you got to change your pattern. You got to change on the way you start your backing maneuver. Or you're just so clueless, you're not realizing how important the setup is. Go to YouTube. All right? Don't be like these guys who just park in the truck stuff. That boils my blood. I'm not perfect, but I practice at it. I'm not afraid to back anywhere, anytime, any day, any time of the day. I don't care if I got 2 hours of sleep or 14 hours of sleep. I'm backing it in there. I'm going to take my time, and I got to get out of the truck 6 times. I'll get out of the truck 6 times, just like I did the other day. And guess what? When I'm still not sure because I have traffic, oncoming traffic, and I want to be pushed by traffic, I grab somebody and say, can you help me? Watch out for me. Be a spotter. They'll come out and spot you. Talk is cheap. It costs nothing to talk. So anyway, I just wanted to make that quick video, guys, on it's what happens. See, this guy, he's going in. His setup is wrong. But he's got 2 spots, so anyway, I'm not here to critique. At least he's making the attempt of doing it, and he's going to learn by it. Guys, YouTube is full of really great videos on how to back. Utilize it. Again, I'm speaking to those who are coming into the business. Don't be this guy. And the problem is with these truck drivers, these truck stops, I have to pay for a spot. I'm willing to do that. But nobody enforces it. But you know what? What's going to happen? 9 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock tonight, someone's going to knock on my door, possibly, and say, you got to get out. Somebody bought that spot. And I've had that happen to me where I'm sleeping, I didn't pay a dime for a spot. I got a knock on the door and said, you got to get out. I said, call the tow truck, I ain't getting out. I've got like 2 hours left before my clock resets. So by the time you call the tow truck and the tow truck comes here, my clock will be empty, so let's not go there. Did I break the rule? Yeah, I broke the rule. Well, how come these guys who are parked along the side, nothing happens to them? Why do they stay there all? I don't know. So most places don't enforce it. But again, because I have morals, if I got to jump into a reserve spot, I'll jump into a reserve spot and I'll be paying. I got enough points to cover the cost of overnight parking. I'm in a good location too. It's important to get into a good location. So this way, when it jams out at night, in the morning, you gotta leave early in the morning, 3, 4, or 5 o'clock in the morning, you got room to get out. You don't have to go knock on somebody's door because they're parked, they jammed up next to you. No idea what this guy's doing. I'm gonna sit here all afternoon and just, it's a comedy of Laurel and Hardy. It's sad. It's sad that these companies don't take the time out. I'm not talking about the mega carriers. Well, I'm talking about every carrier. They don't take enough time to train the student how to work, drive a truck in the real world. They rush them out so they can move freight and make them rich. I stayed on the trainer's truck. I told him from day one, I'm not getting off the truck. There you go. I'm not getting off the truck until I feel confident to go out on my own. Money wasn't an issue for me. But I know for some folks it is. But let me tell you something. Irregardless, you're driving an 80,000-pound missile down the road. If you don't know how to maneuver and how to operate that truck in a safe manner, you're a hazard to everybody else that's on the road. So have the wherewithal to tell your trainer, let's practice backing, let's practice backing, let's practice backing. Take it upon yourself to go to YouTube and watch YouTube videos. There's a great source, again, there's a library full of really good videos. There's one in mind, I have one in particular that I use, but it's been such a long time, I forget, so forgive me. But the guy he has an overhead drone, he has, like a game version of backing in every situation that you could possibly think of. He has a backing segment on his videos. I know what's going to happen. It's going to, after I hang up, I'm gonna figure this out. But guys, girls, you're not going to come into this industry and knowing how to back. You're just not. Nobody does. Unless your father, your grandfather, or somebody had you in the truck at an early age. you're not going to know how to back. But it's up to you to take the initiative. And make sure you tell your trainer, I need to learn how to back. I need to spend time backing at a truck stop. Because this is where shit happens. It happens right there at truck stops. So take the time, learn to back, because this industry is lucrative, but it's not lucrative if you're gonna not know how to maneuver a truck. You're never gonna make money. Do it right, get trained properly, be safe. And as always, thank you for the new subscribers. Thanks for your likes. Listen, I don't mean to be a preacher and a hard ass. This message can get out to one new person coming into the industry. It makes them realize how important it is to be safe and learn how to maneuver a truck, because it's not a car. Guys, it's not a car. It may feel and drive like one, but it's not a car. Your turns got to be taken wider. Your head's got to be on a swivel. Just do it right, do it safely. And if you got a bad trainer, it's up to you to mention it to your fleet manager to get a new trainer, right? It's your responsibility. You're a big boy now, or a big girl. Get your mouth open and tell your fleet manager, this person is not a good trainer. It's up to you. You can make it big in this industry. You become an owner-op, you can be a fleet owner, be whatever you want. But if the first step starts with you, first step starts with being safe. First step is to be responsible, all right? Big H is out.